So, what are one of the things that you want to talk about?
Well, there are many things I would like to talk about, but something that particularly hits me in my head each time I talk to people here, to different people from, both from government or private sector, for example, is that in France there is this kind of méfiance, some kind of very strange attitude towards people who are young and
Suspicion?
Well, yeah, it's not just suspicion. It's like a bit of
distrust.
Distrust, almost. I would not say contempt, but it's just some kind of. Like those are kids, who are playing. Even you have guys, and you have them in France. You have guys who they are 20 years old and they open multi-million euros companies in IT and stuff, and they should be encouraged. Basically, the other ones should be encouraged to do that. But the system, in general, they are, for example, for sure, they are particular, sectors where this is encouraged. For example, what Xavier Niel, the owner of Free, does with his new school 42 that he opens. This is a kind of, I think it's a right approach. But in general, the system is trying to oppress people who are trying to do business when they're young. It's very difficult, almost impossible to have a bank credit to open a small business. There are not a lot of institutions that allow you to get access to private investors in venture capital. And for example, one of the biggest problems probably is this attitude towards people who fail. For example, in States you open a company and then it fails, and you open another one and it fails, and you open a third one and it goes okay, and everybody says, well, it's cool. It's only your third company works. So, you're quite successful. In France, when you have one company and it fails, you're a loser for the rest of your life. So somehow people they're often scared of doing things, and I don't want to generalize, because sure, there are people who do things, and that's why I like so much this idea of co-working, because people gather together, and they help each other and they encourage each other, and I think encouragement is something that's really, really, really needed. And I'm right now trying to invent and put in place some projects that would on one hand encourage people to do stuff, and on the other hand provide some concrete and help to just encouragement plus connections, investments, and stuff like that. I think this is very important, and looks like the government is trying to advance into this direction, but then again, you see with all these taxes and this administration and paperwork stuff, it's not easy and it's not really encouraging. But we have this, since many years, we have this Ministry of Digital Economy. They do some interesting stuff, and probably, but this is not enough to change the attitude in the heads of people, So we'll see. And people just have to do things, and they don't have to be feared or scared of kind of, what the others will think, what the government will think, and they can, in France, can provide this kind of all necessary machinery, for this, because a lot of startuppers move to Berlin, for example, or to Silicon Valley, to States, and I understand them. There are some logical and clear reasons for that, but I think let's try to build something here in France. Let's try to build the infrastructure that would allow people to fulfill their dreams, their business dreams,